Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? As you can see from the title, today we're talking about trucks. Now, for start of it, see, like my second car that I actually got was when I was in high school, and it was a green Ford Ranger. Now, actually, that wasn't the truck that I actually wanted. I actually wanted a black F-150, full size pickup, big, high off the ground, big wheels, big tires. That's what I really, really wanted. And I told my parents like that's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. I had been researching this, but when they went out to get me the vehicle, they got me the 1999 Ford Ranger Sport pickup. And actually, I liked it. I liked it way better than the F-150. There's actually three main reasons for it. Number one was the design and the look. At first, I thought, oh, I want a big full size pickup just because it's big, high off the ground. I feel like I'm like just high off the ground. So that Ford Ranger was high enough off the ground for me, and it was actually extremely good on gas. It was a stick shift. I don't think the F-150 came in stick shift. So that was like the number one reason that I loved that truck so much. It was stick shift. Um, and in comparison to the F-150 in gas, it was way better on gas than F-150. And I'm so happy I did not get stuck with that gigantic F-150 because gas prices have always been pretty high since like 1999, 2000. And I don't know. If I had ended up with that F-150, I would have had to get rid of it eventually because I couldn't imagine paying that much gas back then. Like I wouldn't have wanted to spend that much money on gas because I was doing some funny stuff when I was younger, like putting like $10 of gas to go to the beach and stuff like that. And that was fun, man. I mean, you would like to drive, and then when you hit a hill, just throw it in neutral to save gas, and you're always trying to play these games, trying to save as much gas as you can with the stick shift. And oh man, that shit was so fun. That car was actually the funnest car that I've ever had out of all the cars that I've ever had. I mean, I've had sexier cars, BMW, Mercedes, all different kind of cars. But that Ford Ranger, that green Ford Ranger pickup 1999 was the best. Like, I don't even think they make Ford Rangers anymore. I don't see them on the road, even old ones anymore, because it's been so long. What is it like now? 20 year? It's a 20-year-old car now. Oh shit, man! It's a 20-year-old car right now. But let me tell you, if any of you guys ever had that car, you know what I'm talking about. It was so okay. It was stick shift, and in the back seats, it had two seats in the back that just come down, and you can fit people in the back. You can slide the back window open. And I used to have a dog. His name was Kobo, and I would take him in the back of my truck and go to the dog park a lot. And that like those memories were like the best, man. He would stick his head out the back window, and you'd see him. It was a giant schnauzer with thick black hair on. I'll throw a picture up for you, and pointy ears like this. I mean, if you ever see a giant schnauzer, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the president's dog. So it was gigantic. It was like the size of a Great Dane with a very imposing look. So you could just imagine him sticking his head up the back of your truck, looking at people. Man, I had a lot of looks at people beeping their horn at me, like, yo, nice dog. And then people were just like, yo, just taking pictures. So yeah, you know. So yeah, that was very, very fun. And like, what else did I used to do? Oh yeah. Back when I used to smoke, I used to smoke in that truck. And let me tell you, if you're gonna smoke, if you're gonna be bad and smoke and do all that, man, you need a compact car to have, if you're gonna hotbox, I don't recommend doing it, but in that truck, man, I would just get in with my friends and light the one up. By the time, like in 5 minutes, like we'd have two going, and it would get so thick. The smoke would get so thick you could barely even breathe. And I just say, okay, let's just go. We drive. Open the window, like when you get, when you can't take it anymore. You open the window and you just see the smoke just come out like waft, and everyone's looking at you on the street like, damn, look at Cheech and Chong here. Is that what they're called, Cheech and Chong? I don't know. Correct me in the comment section below, but Yeah, that was fun as hell. And then like sometimes during Halloween, oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble for telling you this, but like yeah, in Halloween, man, we just go get some ice bags, you know, and roll up to somebody who's just some innocent bystander sitting and just throw ice on them, throw ice on them. You used to take the trash cans. Oh yeah, we used to do a lot of stuff with that truck on Halloween, man. Well, I got iced myself too, so that's where I got the idea from because I got iced first. And man, that shit was crazy. I was like, what the hell? Ice water? This is the ice water challenge back in '99. Shit, man, it was so much fun. But the Ford Ranger, in comparisons to the Ford F-150, I think the Ford F-150 is a fantastically built truck. It's gigantic. You can do work. You can carry heavy loads. I mean, for what it is a perfect. It's like the perfect truck for what you need it for work. But for a kid, I was like for a teenager, the Ford Ranger, by none, the best truck. I think the only other truck that I can think that would be in comparison or even better would be the Toyota Tacoma. That one I would say yeah, because of the reliability. But I've driven the Toyota Tacoma and it doesn't have that same feel as the Ford. Like when I downshift, if I was downshifting and I put it like in third or second and then like slightly let off the clutch, it'll make this whiny noise like that shit was I don't know, it just made some kind of noise when you downshift and let go of the clutch. Sick. It sounded so mechanical, so good. They made the truck so well. And anyways, I was able to work on it It was really easy to work on, like changing out the lights, putting halogens on, easy. Changing out the front, like the front turn signals, putting white ones, simple. So like I had it was green with white lights, blue like halogens all the front, and I changed the tires so they were a little bit chunkier. So once I changed the tires a little bit chunkier, I used to go off road, and it wasn't 4-wheel drive, mind you. It was a sport stick shift with posi traction in the back. So if you take off, if you like sit in first, do a little rev and just drop the clutch and slam, it had posi traction, so it'll just hook up and both tires will just peel out, burn out. I could do burnouts for like I could go down to the car to the races. Well, I don't think they have. Yeah, they still have the races like Tokyo Drift. I could drift. I could do donuts. In fact, I think I changed tires like 4 times in like the span of like 3 years. I kept changing tires because I was doing donuts, and after a while, I stopped with the donuts. But yeah, and let me think. I think I had one major accident, and it was on the highway. So I think I was going like 60 miles an hour in a rainstorm, and a big puddle was like on the left-hand side. So we were going to where were we going? Oh yeah, we're going to a rave party down in San Bernardino. So I'm going like 60 because it's raining heavy rain. I don't know what was happening on the 101, and I was on the far left lane. And as I approach the puddle, it's like a big puddle on the side. And hydroplane. I just hit the puddle. Boom! Oh shit! The whole front side of the truck was intact, but the front side just bashed in. Man, I thought the car was totaled, man. I thought the car was completely done. No. I took it into the shop. It just bang the hood out, repainted the hood, bang the side out. It was straight, and then it was back to normal. I was like, God damn, this truck you can't even destroy it. You cannot kill this truck. When the tailgate drops, the bullshit stops. This truck, man, you cannot break it. So then I had the truck for many years. I used it to go surfing at the beach. So I used to throw my surfboard on back. I used to go surfing. And I was like, I saw you, Mecca, driving your truck going surfing. Damn, man. And I used to go with my friends. We'll all pack in the back. There'll be like 2 people in the side. There'll be people in the back in the bed. Like 3 or 4 people in the bed, surfboards, and then people in the one person in the front seat, and then a person right next to me, because like there's that middle part. So like normally when you have a girl, they could be like right next to you, and there's a seatbelt. So like when you're driving stick shift, they can be like right next to you. So that's kind of cool. So if you're with your girl, you don't have to have them like on the other side of the truck. Like if someone wants to sit right next to you, if the girl wants to sit right next to you, they can be right next to you, and you can just be like driving, And that's always kind of cool because they're like, a lot of times girls want to be like all over you, and you can't in a regular car. They have to be like, you know, like the center console is like dividing you. So that's the part that I liked about that truck a lot, because like a really personal space if you're with someone and you want to be right next to them. So then, yeah, I used to go to the beach all the time. I used to go off-roading all the time. And there was this one instant when I went off-roading and it got stuck. So I was going. I would like to go and then hit some jumps. So there'd be these jumps. Okay, so how do I explain it? In California, we have these mountains, and then we have like some mountains and hills where you can kind of go and find a trail and veer off. Once you get on this trail and you veer off, it's like a straight shot. So I was going like, I think I was going like 45, 50 miles an hour. It sounds like it's nothing, but it's crazy when it's off road and like the twigs are like pretty close. Dude, the paint job was totally destroyed. I had like lines all over the truck. So I didn't care. I was just going, rah, rah, rah. And I would get like, I swear to God, I think I'd get like this much air. Maybe this much. No, maybe this. Yeah. Yeah, probably enough to clear this. I had that much air. And I was going, boom. Friends behind me were like, oh, boom, oh, boom. And then the guy in the back, like, not outside, of course, everybody's inside. Stop, I'm scared. I'm like, no, I got it. And then I just kept it in third gear. And then it was at nighttime, so, you can't see too much. And then I saw there was like a drop off, like it was just going, and it dropped off. I'm like, okay, I'll slow down. And I slowed down, and I was like, oh, let's check it out. So I started going down. The mountain. And it was nighttime. We'd been partying. And I don't know what I was thinking while I was going down that mountain. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess they were like, some of them were like, yeah, let's just do it. It's okay, let's go. And like one guy was like, no, man, don't go. Let me out. It's like, and then Derek, my friend, was like, nah, man, stop being a pussy. Let's just go. So I started going down the hill. And then we're going right down. And then it kind of goes like this. It just kind of goes like this, right? All the way down. So I made one corner. And then I made the next corner. And then I made the next corner. By the time I made the next corner, I realized that I was like, dude, we were like this. And then I said, no, let's stop. And then we stopped and got out and realized it was just a cliff. You could keep going down, but I was like, damn, we can't really get all the way down to the bottom of the hill. So, needless to say, we parked, got out, and left the truck there. We're like, nah. So we came back the next morning to see, like, how can I back it out? So I came back, after we had assessed ourselves, and I tried to back the truck out. Backing out up. This is a 2-wheel drive truck, so we're not getting out. Anyway, so we call the tow truck. Tow truck comes, tries to come, like a tow truck. It was like a 6-wheeler. It's 4-wheel drive with 6 wheels. Tries to come in and backs in a little bit to pull it out. Tries to pull me out. He couldn't connect and everything. Tries to pull me out. And then his wheels get stuck. Ha! Then we gotta call the owner of the tow truck company. He comes with this big Chevy, like chunky tires, like the joint. I don't even think he drives it on the street. I think it's straight for like off road, but it's like kind of truck when you drive in on the road, you hear the tire noise like one of those. Now he comes, hooks up the tow truck, pulls him out. Hooks up my car, pulls me out. And I was like, damn, it's crazy. And then we get the bill, $3,000. No. Then he takes the truck and then puts it in his tow truck impound. I don't know why he didn't take it to my house. I'm trying to remember. I remember now. Yeah, my dad wasn't in town and I didn't have $3,000. I didn't have, what is it? It wasn't $3,000. It was like $1,800 or something to get for that whole tow truck. All that whole was like $1,800. But then I went to pick up my truck at the tow truck facility, basically the impound, and I had to pay $3,000. And this is when my dad came out, because I didn't have $3,000 at the time. So my dad was pissed. Whoo! Man, I was in trouble for like forever, man. I mean, I didn't have a car. I was walking to school. I deserved it. I totally deserved it. So then I get the money. My dad gives me the money. Of course, he gives me cash. So I go there, 20s only. My dad was pissed, man. He made me go with cash. And I don't even think, did he give me a ride? No, I took the bus down there. He was pissed, bro. I took the bus down there. So by the time I got there, I gave him the cash and everything, and then I get my truck back. And you know, when he did pull out the truck, when I forgot to tell you the part of the story, the day that I actually got the truck out, because there was actually by the time that his tow truck came, like the 6-wheeler came and pulled out my car. So I have to back up a little bit. When the 6-wheeler came and pulled out my car, he got stuck and then left, and then left his car there, and then by the time the guy came, they had stolen stuff out of my car. They had stolen stuff out of his car. So like I was missing lights, I was missing headlights, I was missing my radio. All this shit was missing. Some people had gone up there, and I guess you could see it from where it was up there, and people had come and just raided my truck, man. They took my lights, they took all types of shit. That's why it was $3,000, because they stole some shit off of his work truck. So it wasn't just my car being in the impound. It was a theft from his own business truck, and theft from, and then I had to pay for that, and then I had to fix my car. So that the other tow trucks, they stole parts. I had to pay for the parts, basically. Anyways, $3,000 later, I get my truck back with all the pieces gone. All the pieces were gone, scattered, gone, man. But the car was drivable, so I'm driving without headlights and stuff. I go home, and my dad's like, damn. So then I call insurance, they pay for it, and then I have to pay the deductible $500, but they pay for it. And I got my car, it's all set up, all ready to go again. And then, yeah, that's that story. I didn't go off-roading anymore after that. All I did was just my regular old me going to the beach and stuff. So, same Ford Ranger. I go to college, I graduate school and everything, and then I give my truck to my brother, and I don't use it anymore. And he had a blast using it. I don't know what he had a blast using it anyways. And then I didn't have it anymore. I bought an Acura, and then I was in LA for a little bit, and then I went to the East Coast, Maryland, to go to school, and I had no car. I had no car for a long time. And then my brother went to Nigeria. He left to go to Nigeria. He kind of got tired. He just went to go to Nigeria, right? And then my truck was just there for I think 8 months, just sitting. Nobody was using it. So then I got it back. Once I got it back, I had it shipped over to Maryland. And that was the last time that truck was in California. It was in Maryland now. And I had it in Maryland. Man, even more memories, man. College, going to the bars in Maryland. Oh man, that shit was so much fun. Now I remember, man. I don't know, college on the East Coast and college in the West Coast is totally different, man. The music they play, the football lifestyle, everything is different. Everything is different. I like California more, but the East Coast, I'll never forget. I'll never forget the East Coast. I'll never forget. And those winters, man. It's the truck wasn't able to go uphill because of the snow. So every time there would be a snowing, I get help people to push me out. It's gonna get noisy here. Let's go over here. It's gonna get noisy right here to move. So yeah, I'd be in Maryland, right? Now I'm in Maryland. Let me set you guys up. All right. So yeah, I was in Maryland. Turn some lights on. Down the lights. So I was in Maryland, and Maryland was so much fun with this truck because of the snow. It was a different aspect of driving that I had never experienced. This slip and slide in the wintertime all the time. And that was totally a different it's like a learning curve, driving stick in the snow. And I did actually crash one time into somebody's Acura. What happened is that he stopped, and then I slammed on my brakes, and it kept sliding. Boom. It was a small tap. No big deal. So he got his car fixed. That wasn't a big deal. But every time there was snow, I just remember every time that we had a snowstorm, I would always get help from other people to push my car up. And it's really different. Like you would always need help. You know, you'd always need help. And then after a while, I just stopped driving in the snow because I was afraid I'd get stuck. But you know, neither here nor there. It was still fun. And then once I got done with it, like I got after some time, I graduated, yeah, and then I bought a BMW 335i, and then that was the end of it. I just like parked it, like I parked it at the bottom of the hill of my house in Maryland, and these stupid little kids in their high school, they don't respect people's property. They literally smashed the window in the front, smashed the back window. I don't even know why. Why would you just smash a window? Like they had this rule where I couldn't park my truck at my house because I guess they don't want people to like drive up and climb into people's houses, so they made you park at the bottom of the street, so I couldn't see my truck at night. So I would park it there for, you know, months, like, and then they smashed the windows. So I had to put a plastic bag on it, which is sitting there for months. Anyways, man, that was just whack, bro. That shit really hurt. I was pissed. I had to fix that window eventually, and then eventually I realized that I just can't let this sit here just deteriorating like that. So I gave the truck to my cousin, and he had it, and he went to Baltimore with it to go to college, UMBC or whatever, and he loved that truck, man. He loved it. Like he used it. He used it a lot. And then after, when he was done, he bought a BMW as well. He bought an M3. Then he gave it back to me, and then I was just like, I don't know what to do with this. I can't leave it parked at the bottom of the hill anymore. So then I sold it. I went to CarMax, and I did the worst deed of all, and I sold it. I literally just got rid of it. I just didn't want to just have it sitting there anymore. And that was the end of that. Now I think about it, I should have just sent it back to California instead of selling it. That would have been the best idea, but yeah, it's gone now. But I feel like now that I don't have a truck, a lot of activities that I used to do, I don't do anymore. Like if I do them, it's like a pain. I gotta like take down seats. You know, I gotta work around like not having a truck. Man, that's just bullshit. I don't like that. So I'm like, I feel like I'm in the market for a new truck. Like I feel like I am in the market for a new truck, believe it or not. I don't think, like, my wife doesn't want to be, people don't want, like, my wife does not want me to have a truck. So I probably will have to get it anyways if I really want it. Like later on, I probably will end up getting it, or just buy one for my son when he gets to drive. But that's just too far out. It's too long of a time. I don't want to wait that long for that to happen. So yeah, I may actually have to buy one. I'm still thinking of it. The F-150 is cool, but I like the smaller compact pickups. Those are the ones that I like. Like after experiencing it, I know what it's like. So I'm thinking about that. So really, F-150 versus Ford Ranger. What would you guys go? Small compact pickup or full size? Like, what do you think is the best way to go? For me, you know, I'm thinking of it, what to do. You know, everyone's buying Teslas, and I'm like, dude, Tesla. It doesn't even fit like what I want to do with my car. Like, there's not enough space. You know, it can't go places I want to go. So that's just not gonna work. Like, I want to get a Tesla as well, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen. What's up? I'm making a video.
Hi.
I'm not gonna put you in the video. If I can edit it. I don't think I can though. I'm gonna be too lazy. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it may be the fact that I definitely will have to think about how I'm gonna work that out, because now I can have one. I live in a good area. I can park outside. People aren't stressing out. I'll just get a nice one, and just take it that way. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. I'm about to hang out with the family, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.